Hello YouTube, this is Dark Emissary 617, and sorry it's kind of been a while, but I had some problems because my internet is really bad and my laptop had some issues, so I'll try to get more content up more frequently from here on out. But today I wanted to do something a little interesting. I didn't think I would get caught into the hype and the, I wouldn't get caught up in this, community, but I've decided I've kind of grown on to liking these little figures. And that's what I'd like to call our Funko Pops. I finally have joined the Funko community, and I've started to collect quite a few of these. So for today, I'm going to be counting out my top 10 favorite Funkos. And one specific rule, it can only be Funkos in my collection, because that's all I have, so... Anyways, I guess for number 10, I'm going to start off with a K2SO from Star Wars Rogue One. He's at number 10 because, well, first of all, I do admit he is my favorite character from Rogue One, and the movie's out in like a few days from now. And he's actually one of the first Funkos I actually wanted, who's kind of the reason why I got into this whole thing. Put him at number 10 though, because one, I kind of messed up his head so it's not as straight, which annoys me. But he still looks cool, don't get me wrong, I like his design. He has the big head, like most Funkos will always have. He has the blank white eyes. As I mentioned, he has a spring in his neck because he's a bobblehead, since the license of Hasbro made it so that he had to be a bobblehead. And he has a very nice metallic silver, gunmetal blackish metallic droid body, and it captures his likeness very well, actually. So, he's pretty cool, and I actually like him quite a lot. For my number 9 favorite, I'm gonna have to go with Dr. Facilier from the Princess and the Frog movie, Disney's Princess and the Frog. I'd say he's at number 9 because, while I do like him, he's not my favorite, but I do like the character quite a bit. He was a very awesome and menacing villain for Disney, especially for the 2D animation aspect, because as of now, Princess and the Frog has been the only Disney movie to be in 2D, so it's kind of a shame. I hope we see more. He looks really nice. He has his big black top hat with the purple feather, the skull and crossbones at the top. He has his charismatic look with the evil scheming face on him. The cat has teeth with the gap, which is nice because most Funkos don't even have teeth. They don't usually have just no mouths. He has his little black cane with the purple sphere at the top. He has his hand open, and he has his little shoes and dress shoes. He has this nice purple tuxedo kind of thing, and it looks really nice, I have to say. So he's at number 9. Number 8, I'm gonna go with the Lich from Adventure Time. Now, this guy is an amazing villain from Adventure Time, and I totally love the design on him. I got him from GameStop when Funko was having a huge sale going on at the time. I got him with pretty much all of the Pac-Man Funkos, like Pac-Man and the Ghostly Gang, and I say it was worth it because he looks so cool. He has like the torn mouth with his teeth exposed, and he has his like black gaping holes for his eyes and tiny little green dots that are his eyes, and he has a lot of, like, you can see like his cloak is all raggedy and old, and you can see his bones all like brown, and he has a nice green cape, and his outfit's like all olive colored, and he has this nice menacing crown, and he even has a broken horn like in the cartoon. One horn's normal, the other one's like broken. As you can see, it's like literally molded that way, which looks awesome. So he's at my number 8 spot. For number 7, I'm gonna have to say is Boba Fett from, Star Wars, the original trilogy. I got him not too long ago, actually. He's one of my currently purchased Funkos. I got him at Hot Topic, and he's a pretty awesome Funko. I got him because, well, I love Boba Fett. He's a cool bounty hunter, and I love the bounty hunters in Star Wars, so why not? He has his nice visor and the bobblehead again because he's Star Wars. He has his gun, and he has the the green looks so nice on him. They painted him very well. He has the Mandalorian symbol, I guess, on his shoulder there. The antenna's a little bent, but that's fine. And he has this nice jetpack, which looks very nice on the figure, by the way. And all the Star Wars Funkos do come with this stand, which is very much welcomed. And number 6. We're getting down to the last ones soon. For my last one, I'm gonna go with my rarest Funko in my collection, who is Beast Boy from Teen Titans Go. Now, I have to quickly say, I don't like the Teen Titans Go cartoon. It's a little too cheesy and awkward for me, which I know sounds a bit contradictory, because I did acknowledge that I do like, in some way, the Powerpuff Girls reboot, but Teen Titans Go goes a little too far for my taste. I just got him because I like Beast Boy, he's my favorite Titan, and I actually like how he looks as a Funko. Every time I see his image, though, it shows like he is supposed to have teeth, but he has no mouth at all. I kind of wish they got the mouth, but he still looks nice. He has his eyes like you'd expect. The nice hair that he has. He even has some 3 sticks of hair just sticking out at the top, which is very cool. He has like these pointy ears, and he has his black and purple pinkish outfit like he always has with the gloves, and, you know, he looks nice. Very plain and simple, but it does capture his likeness in the cartoons, so I'd say it's very accurate, and I'm glad. Also, in case you didn't notice, he's insanely shorter than all my other Funkos. That's another interesting detail. And number 5, I'm going to go with another one of my rarest Funkos, King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, I noticed a lot of Disney Funkos are in my collection because I wanted a lot of Disney Funkos. He's a really cool little guy. He has his cane and the little crown on him, and he has the big bow tie on him on the front, and his silly shoes. He has the fancy gentleman's like collar around his neck, and the gray hair sticking out on the sides of his head, and he looks very nice. He's definitely one of my favorites, and I got really lucky with getting him on eBay because he's a very rare Funko, and he's very old, so yeah, he's a very hard to get Funko, and I like him a lot. Now we're getting to the good stuff, my personal favorite stuff. Number 4 is my IG-88 Funko that I got as well. Got him for a good deal on eBay, I'd say, because he's a Smuggler's Bounties exclusive, and I actually got Boba Fett because I wanted him with the IG-88, and I gotta say, I love how they captured IG-88's likeness. His head looks like how it should, with the almost like missile kind of head look shape, and the little like optics, I guess, coming out from the front. And they captured his likeness so well. His head is so lower on the neck than other Funkos that are bobbleheads that he almost doesn't even qualify as a bobblehead almost. He has both of his guns, and I actually like how he holds his gun like that. I wish they were, at one point I kind of wish he was holding it in his hand, but I could tell it would kind of collide with the stand, and actually I like how the gun is being held in, because he has like that Nutcracker vibe, which actually goes well with his design. He is very unique in his design, and you could tell because he's very skinny and thin, and doesn't have the traditional Funko design. That's another key thing you should keep in mind in my collection. I tend to collect the Funkos that kind of usually go against the norm of what a standard Funko would look like in the Funko line. So he's definitely one of my absolute favorites. Number 3 is going to be Disgust from Inside Out. I put her number 3 over others because, well, she's actually my favorite emotion in Inside Out. It's kind of obvious because green is my favorite color, and I just like her sassiness. You could tell from her eyes and her posture with the arms crossed, and she just has a lot of sass to her, and she has very nice hair. The dress is incredibly well detailed with all the little flowers, and from what I can tell, none of the flowers are all messed up or anything. The paint's very nice on them, so props to Funko for capturing that very well. Little green slippers, and she has the pink scarf. And she just looks so gorgeous. I love her very much. At number 2 is going to be Xibalba from the Book of Life, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love the Book of Life very much. The Land of the Dead, I love the lore behind it, and I just love his design. He just looks so cool. He has the little skulls in his eyes, and he has the big beard, mustache, and the eyebrows look very well detailed. And his crown has the candles that are painted green for the flames, and the skulls look so cool. And one thing that always kind of weirded me out is, even my brother agrees, from some perspectives in the movie, if you look at his design, his head shape almost reminds me of Discord from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It's just something very distracting once you realize that. He has a lot of like nice teal for the paint on his shoulder pads and the bones in his chest, and his gloves are very thin, and I love how the cloak goes all the way down like that. And he just looks so cool. And he also has the nice, cool, fallen angel-like wings on the back, which, oh man, he just looks so awesome. He's definitely one of my all-time favorite Funkos. But, of course, there is one more that does top even him off. And this is kind of more for a nostalgia thing. My number 1 all-time favorite Funko is no doubt then Zorak from Space Ghost. I do have Space Ghost, but I'm still trying to work on possibly getting Brak. But for now, Zorak is my absolute favorite Funko. He's a praying mantis-like alien, and he's very unique from the usual Funko design. He has the mantis head with the beak, and you can see the jagged teeth there. He has a very crooked beak-like nose, which is cool. The blank black eyes, like you'd expect. And his antennae are very long, which is nice. They're pliable, but you want to be careful not to break those. His yellow gloves and boots, and the back is my favorite part of him, actually, because it has like it goes around like a cape, but it's his praying mantis-like black wings, which is so cool. I love the abdomen there, kind of design kind of thing. And like you'd expect, his head actually does rotate, despite the fact that he's hunched over and doesn't have the standard design. My only real complaint about him is he's pretty top-heavy because of his big head. So he has trouble standing, but I have found ways to keep him standing for the most part, but he will fall over quite often. But overall, I do love these Funkos, and I do recommend you pick up as many as you can, or at least the ones that you like most, because Funko collecting is pretty frustrating, I've heard, and yes, I have seen it's pretty hard. But for now, I just collect the ones that I really like, and I'm totally into these Funkos. At first, I kind of didn't care for how they looked, but you know what? They're pretty likable, and just the idea of how many franchises they have is just amazing. I've never seen so many franchises brought together in one line, so that's very commendable. So anyways, I just wanted to do something a little interesting this time around, and this has been my top 10 favorite Funko Pops. This is Dark Emissary 617 signing out.